more zoomed in than I thought. Orientation is locked. Okay. All right. Sorry for the slow start. Just moving my jalapeno seedlings into these containers. We're going to make a quick hydroponic solution and get them going. I don't know if I just mentioned that these little net cups are 3D printed and they're sized to this dimension, so they'll just pop right in. And this little solution I figured out with the nutrients, you just need 1 tablespoon. I'm trying to simplify this as much as possible for myself. Okay, we got calcium nitrate, 1 tablespoon for 1 gallon. That's just kind of what I figured out. I don't know if, okay, I might make a little bit of a mess here. Okay. And even if this is off a little bit, they're just seedlings, so we can kind of figure out the nutrient balance later. Okay. What's this? This is the actual master blend. Epsom salt. So I just took like a 5-gallon, Dutch bucket tomato recipe and then got it down to 1 gallon. And it turns out like everything was like a tablespoon or half a tablespoon. So I just quickly whipped this together. I prefer to do this in these containers to be glass, but mason jars just aren't big enough to hold smaller plants by giving a little bit of space for the roots to breathe. So you end up topping the container more often. So I switched to these. These are, we drink milk out of these. It's not the best solution, but it's something. So we got our first, I don't know if you can see, it's got a little tail sticking out. So we just pop this guy in. As I mentioned, these are 3D printed. I just took a existing file and just sized it so it just kind of slides right in here. The seeds were started in cotton, and I left a little bit of the cotton hanging down, so there's like a little bit of a wicking effect to keep the bottom of the seedling moist, and we'll see how it goes. Trying to pick out the ones that are ready to go. This one has two little seedlings, but I don't see a little tail, but that's okay. Okay. And a few more are ready to go, but I don't have that many containers ready yet, so we'll just do 3 for now. Okay. And then something like this, just a grocery bag. Just throw this around. And then I'll have to figure something out for top. I can put anything or kind of squeeze this in and tape it in place so the grow light doesn't produce algae. That's kind of my setup. Yeah, not much else to show or talk about this time around. And then I'll get back on to show some progress. I have other plants going in the basement that I harvested. So this is my mustard leaves from downstairs. They're really nice and crunchy. Yesterday I threw them in I washed them and I threw them in the fridge. So it's going okay. Every year I've just been kind of overthinking it and how can I improve this and that, and then what I end up growing is going down as I do more research and let me try this, let me try that. First year when I didn't know anything and I just gave it a go is when I produced the most. And then now I'm like, oh, let me 3D print this and this container, that container, and then connect this and how am I gonna water? It's like first year I just started doing hydroponic, manually topped off my peppers. I haven't been able to grow tomatoes. That's next. I like to do everything indoors, and that's just not enough light. And peppers end up moving outside as the season goes on. So I think indoors I'm just gonna grow greens, and since it's early on in the season, I'm gonna get these plants going, fruit-bearing plants going, and by the time the weather's nice, we'll move them outside. All right, I'll show something else next time around. Maybe I'll go outside and show some progress. All right, thank y'all.